I'm surfing eBay one night actually, and I find a junk Famicom lot, like just a bunch of random games, and I spot this little game called Fairyland Story, and at the time I didn't know anything about it. I'm like, what is Fairyland Story? I look it up and I find out this game was never released. I'm like, oh my god, this is a prototype cartridge. So I pulled money out of my savings because it was still a week before payday. So I could purchase this lot. I get it in to because I wanted to verify like this was true, because the whole time I was worried, like, what if someone gets a hold of it before I do? What if they contact the seller to pull that one cartridge and I only get the rest of the games I didn't want?
Yeah.
But it came in safely. I inspected it, and sure enough, it was the real deal. This is a unfinished prototype of Fairyland Story on Famicom. So I tried dumping it, and it didn't work. So I sent it to Hard for Games, which is another channel that focuses more on game preservation.
Mm-hmm.
And he was struggling to get it dumped. We had to have this little group just to figure out how we could get a working ROM out of it, because the game works. It just refused to be dumped. It turned out modern dumpers dump too fast for it. So we had to get a guy to write a script for our dumpers to read the game as slow as possible so it would actually dump correctly.
Oh, wow.
That's wild.
This is a really cool story, Fenris. You should do a video on this on your channel.
In terms of,
get Robert Stack to come back to life and narrate it.
Well, Hard for Games actually has a video about it, so don't have to worry about
I'll
that.
check it out.
Oh, and by the way, just so you know, when you calculate the how much I paid for the lot plus shipping, it came to about $1 and some change for each cartridge. So I paid like $1 and some change for a rare prototype cartridge.
That is amazing.
That's insane.
That is
That's
amazing. That is astounding.
So Fenris, the work that you guys did to kind of get that thing, the work you did to get that dumped, is that something that the people have been using since then on other prototype carts and other things where you guys had trouble with things like that?
Not to my knowledge. It was just something for that one unique case, because we were just having a hard time getting that thing dumped. It got to a point where I was tempted to just take that cartridge apart and dump its program and character ROMs myself by hand. But I really